Audio surveillance file X76. Meeting with John White and Lucy Quo.
I wanted to advise you of a recent incident. Kessler's plan is unclear to me, so I'll just stick with the facts. Kessler kidnapped McGrath's girlfriend, Trish, and dangled her off a rooftop. He said McGrath had time to save her, but there was another rooftop with 6 doctors about to die. McGrath had to choose.
Sick. Madness.
He tried to save his girlfriend. I know maybe it was selfish, but I can't say I wouldn't have done the same. Kessler killed them all anyway.
Of course.
Evidently, he wanted to toughen up McGrath before the beast arrives. Who knows, maybe he succeeded. McGrath definitely seems tougher than I've ever seen him.
That is great.
Let's get that maniac. We can win if we work
Why
together.
did I get stuck here?
I hear people saying they'd be better off without your special help. It's time we remind them why they need you. I'll send my pets over first. Give them a couple of minutes to do what they do. Then we jump in for the rescue.
Send them in.
Time to be a big hero. See that, baby? They still love you. They just need a little reminder, that's all.
I'm not intimidated by
My pets are getting hungry, Cole. Let's go find them some dinner. Come on, let's go. Don't worry, baby. I got them on a tight leash. Only thing they hungry for is frozen dinners. Oh, baby. demon! It's too quiet again. You know we can't have that. Let's hope your card chucking skills get better with practice. Shake a leg, Slowpoke! Up here! Even higher now! Fine, keep up!
What you got against cars and
Up here! Last one!
And you got nothing on me.
Okay, fire one at this building. Pretend it's a parking garage. Phew, we raised hell that time. It felt good.
firearm strapped to my chest. Touch me, I'll go boom!
All right, everyone. Now that I've pretty much showed off all the stuff, with the evil karma and all that, let me go over powers with what we got. Skull Bolt. Use this bolt to get a head shock on any human-sized enemy. Using this bolt to get a head shock on any human-sized enemy causes a critical hit explosion. Which, yeah, if you score a head shock, it will cause an explosion, which will not only kill the enemy instantly, but it will do any nearby damage. And then we have the Scythe Bolt, a wide swath of 5 times overcharge electricity. It's what I have equipped. It's good, it just doesn't do a lot of... It's just not rapid fire like the other. Next would be shockwaves. The Punch Blast. A longer, narrower blast that slams into people and objects, sending them flying for more damage. This is just basically a shockwave that actually does damage. All the other blast shockwave moves, I mean, they do a tiny bit of damage, but they're meant to push or reflect. The Punch Blast actually works well and hurts enemies. And then the Nightmare Blast. A cloud of ash and smoke that blinds and disorients everyone who gets caught in its path. Once you use that, anyone that gets hit will be stunned, allowing you to follow up with melee, and or if you want to hit them with something else. Let me get up here. Next are our grenades. I don't have enough for the cluster grenade, but I don't need it. Double grenade. A grenade that explodes once on impact, then bounces upwards and explodes a second time. Very powerful and helpful, is all I can say. And the Napalm Grenade. A violent grenade that explodes on impact, sending victims skyward via a flaming shockwave. This does some good damage. Next, with the rockets, the Tripwire Rocket. 2 high-yield charges connect by a sensitive tether. The wide flight path makes it hard for enemies to dodge out of the way. Kind of like the Scythe Bolt, except rocket style. And the Hellfire Rockets. A merciless salvo that pours onto a target one after another for stacked damage. I actually did not get to test this one. Oh, I see how it works. The Firebird Strike. Cole launches himself forward in a burst of flame, ending his flight with a concussive explosion. And the Spikers. Cole summons a squad of tough little minions to fight by his side. So, the Firebird Strike, while it doesn't give you any launch for vertical, I mean, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't offer any vertical propulsion, but its plane propulsion to cross distances does help, but it does take a lot of energy. So as soon as you get that lightning tether, you're going to want to use the lightning tether over the Firebird Strike. And it's good to use on enemies. And of course, the Spikers. These little guys will now help me. Oh, you can kill them. Well, if you don't need them, I guess you can kill them. Even though that's a no-no. But yeah, if you need extra backup during the fight, you could summon some Spikers to help you. Until they either die, either by you or by enemies, Or I think they go away on their own eventually. And of course, because there's other things, the Ionic Drain drains the life from everyone in a large radius while charging up Cole's health and energy. This is actually very helpful. It's currently on the Ionic Storm though, so let me, yeah. And because there are no consequences for me of killing people. Watch this poor crowd here. Bam. I killed 17 people with that. It has quite the radius. Oh yeah, because I never really demonstrated, but anytime, once you're at a point in the game where you meet John, if you use your scan, your pulse, you can see people who are either infected with the plague, or, very rarely, you might occasionally find someone who has the conduit gene. Yeah, like that person up there.
Hey, what's with you?
That person has the gene, they just don't know it yet.
Mr. Collateral Damage himself. That's how concussions happen.
And lastly, with additional abilities, I don't need Blast Shard Sense, because I pretty much got everything I need. With your Karmic boost here, once you're at Thug rank, Bystander bonus, you get 1 XP for killing a civilian. Pretty standard. Bolt Chain. Hitting targets with any bolt attack causes electricity to chain to nearby objects and enemies. This is helpful because it does additional damage, and when there's large groups of enemies and you just hit them with your bolts, it chains and sticks to them, and because it briefly keeps them in place, makes for a better aiming. And then Bio Leech Overload. After performing a Bio Leech and or the Ionic Drain, Cole will have unlimited electricity for a short amount of time. So you either leech an enemy, you leech someone, or you use your Ionic Drain. Go nuts with your most powerful moves, like grenades or rockets. It's only for a short amount of time, though. Very good to use on the tougher enemies, like Devourers or Ravagers or Crushers or Titans. Very helpful indeed to have. Well, with that, that will do for this round. Can't say round, but that will do for this episode of Infamous 2. Join me next time, and I'm making my way up, obviously. Join me next time as we do the final battle, but this time we're at evil. Let's see what the other option has to do. That is it. And I will see you guys next time.